Who's going first?
So, Tilly, tell us what to expect in this workshop. Tell us what we can expect in the workshop.
So, really common desires and vocal goals that people come into working with me with are make high notes easier and power and strength in the voice. And both of those things also relate to belting, which is like this exciting, mysterious vocal quality that pretty much everybody seems to want to be able to do. So we're going to play with some vocal qualities and sounds that I use with my clients to help with things like high notes and strength, but from Gem's perspective and with her approach, including really fun and playful stuff because she's a clown.
Yeah, there's so many interesting crossovers between classic acting tools that I'm very experienced with and the Alexander technique, and it's a really nice invitation, this workshop, to try these techniques so that we're sort of coming at it from a different angle, one that involves a lot of play, a lot of movement, a lot of almost like character work, I would say. You get to try on a different tool, have a different experience that aids and support vocal expression.
And do you have to be an actor to come to this workshop?
Yes. No, of course not.
Formally trained, NIDA
Formally
people
trained,
only.
VCA only. I love it when people come in almost as a blank slate. I think what there needs to be is a willingness to try. I think just coming in with that. But I mean, if you've signed up for the workshop, that's already leading the way, which we applaud and celebrate.
And this is something that I try to encourage a lot in my work with people, is like being okay with feeling a bit silly. I'm like, we're gonna make animal noises. There's gonna be weird things that I get you to do. You just, you know, if you're worried about your housemates hearing, you just blame it on me. My vocal coach told me to make these noises. It's supposed to sound bad, and that will help you eventually sound the way that you want to sound. Being playful. And I loved what you were saying when we were talking about creating the workshop yesterday, about celebrating mistakes. So like not just accepting mistakes, not just being okay with, and also like mistakes, what even is that? Celebrating them. Tell me more about celebrating mistakes.
As soon as that becomes a component of any sort of workshop, in my experience, the stuff that tumbles out of people is utterly delightful, way more memorable, far more unique, and it becomes an environment that is then really supportive and really, like, you need to feel safe to make mistakes. If that part of you doesn't feel safe, I think we're capping ourselves, and that will inadvertently have an impact on voice and body. Again, there's practical exercises that we can do to enroll that part and to... It's great, and you'll see it modeled in other people in the class as well. It won't just be you and us going like, make mistakes. It's like, oh my gosh. It's this element, this like quality of permission that then gets passed and shared and amplified between all of us. And that's the beauty of coming together in a group. It is a very powerful little container, and hopefully one that you can then draw on as a resource of like, oh, I remember when I was feeling that, I can try that again now. It's as much of like a practicing as it is about learning something new.
Yeah, I think group work is so valuable, and I think often we forget that because one-on-one work, which is most of what I have done previously, is kind of, you think of it as like, this is the ultimate like one-on-one, because I'm going to get my specific feedback from the teacher or the coach, and it's going to be like super customized and whatever, and that's true, but the value that you get out of witnessing other people in their process, you know, even in like, you can take that in the context of like a business meeting when somebody else asks the question and you're like, I would have never thought to ask that question, but now I'm learning and it's so amazing. But then in this kind of context, in a workshop where there's movement and voice and play and strange sounds and that encouragement to try stuff and fail at stuff and look a bit silly and make weird noises. I said that already, did I?
Keep saying.
Weird noises, weird noises, weird
Those
noises.
weird noises are going to be so important.
Yeah, you are emboldened by other people's choices, and you're emboldened not just by other people's successes, but also other people's failures and other people's squawks and the moments where it doesn't work. Give you permission to try stuff, and of course your mistakes give other people permission to try stuff as well. So that's very exciting.
We need each other. We need it. We need each other.
We do.
We need each other. It's so true though. The best idea is always, you pop something out and then someone else has a response and it just gets better because of that sharing. It's always, I love